What's up, everybody? I'm Dave Miranda, and this is episode 83, Just Give Me Five. Hope you guys are doing great, continue to be amazing. We got a really awesome show lined up for you today. But if you guys caught episode 82, you saw we had none other than the one and only R-Dub. And let me tell you, man, being out there in San Diego with him, well, we were staying in Encinitas, but San Diego it is, right? And we were chilling, man, just meeting him, man, and just hanging out with him. It was just such a great time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even Greg Mack said, he was like, there needs to be more R-Dubs in this world. You know, he's just a genuinely good dude. You know, just great spirit, man, you know, and just for him to have the journey that he's had, especially with the traveling, you know, it's just, that's amazing, man. Very inspiring. And, you know, nothing but love and respect to you, my brother. You know, make sure you guys watch episode 82. All right. But today's guest is one of Oxnard's finest MCs to ever do it. We're going to talk about his early days in hip-hop. We're also going to talk about him and Madlib connecting. We're going to talk about an Anderson Paak story and so much more. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you Kazi Ox.
Peace, people. What's up? This is Kazi from the 805 CDP Loop Pack crew. All I'm saying is just give me five. Honestly, man, my brother, yo. What's up, Junior? He gave me my first Run DMC record, man. I forget what year it was, dog.
You know, I was gonna ask.
You know what I'm saying? It was the Tougher Than Leather album.
Oh, okay.
And it was so crazy, dog, because when I got that record, I opened it up and was like, dude, like this shit right here is fire, man.
Right.
Like, and I always known Run DMC, but I've never been like that cat to where I wanted to take the mic and take control and be a mic controller. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't want to do that until I actually heard that record, and I heard Run, just his voice, man, and his presence, his essence, just kill it, dog. I mean, it was just insane. So from there, man, I kept writing raps, man. I kept writing. Never showed nobody at all. And just from there, man, my love for hip hop just grew. You know what I mean? Listening to De La, listening to Gangstar, you know, just all the greats, man. It's just something that I wanted to be a part of and just try to bring something to hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the scene in Oxnard, man, was pretty crazy because I was telling my mans before, man, Oxnard is pretty much like a real gang infested area.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been
and
there.
yeah, it's insane. So you had cats like us, you know, which my crew, we were just nerds, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we wanted an alternative. So we just kind of turned to music, you know what I mean? And just, you know, from, you know, beating on tables in high school, having a little cypher, you know, in junior high, whatever, just rapping or whatever. But we just knew we wanted to take a different path. We didn't want to go down that path everybody else was going, because we seen too many of our homies die, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just senseless acts, bro. Just, I mean, it's insane, man. Every night just seemed like something was going on. Yeah. Somebody was getting killed. Somebody was getting beat down. You know, right. Just it was insane. And I just knew personally I didn't want to go through that. You know, it needed outlet, man. And I think music, man, and thank God for my parents moving to Oxnard, man, because I met my crew. You know what I mean? Right. And from there, man, we just build. You know what I mean? And just went from there. The homie Abstract Wino, what's up, Ab? Back in Oxnard, man, I would say back in 88, 89, we went over to, real name is Otis Jackson, went over to Madlib's house and stuff, man, hanging out. Crazy time, man, because I remember this like it was yesterday, man. We're walking down the street, bumping 3 Feet High and Rising, man, and I'm like, yo, I'm looking around like, yo, look, who's this cat with this high top fade, man? Just, you know, just chilling and stuff, man. And he's just, you know, we're all trying to fill each other out and stuff, man. And he was like, man, you want to rhyme? I was like, yeah, man, what's up? Let's do this. So after that, man, we took a little short, you know, walk around the block, just freestyling and everything. He was like, yo, you're nice, man. I was like, word, thanks. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, let's come to the house. So go to his crib, man. And he had a studio in his bedroom, you know, and man, it was so crazy, dog, because the beat he had on at the time was Pass the Peas with the James Brown, the do-doom. And dog, the way he flipped it was amazing. And I'm saying, dog, this was like 88, 89, so we're like kids, man. Right, you know what I'm saying? So seeing this dude do that, And just being a part of that and seeing it right from my own eyes was amazing. I wrote my first rap there. Well, I was writing prior, but I wrote my rap on the spot right there, dog. And it was called No Escape, man. I still remember the lyrics to this day. Okay. And man, we just nailed it, dog. We just nailed it. And so from there, he was like, man, come over every day, man. We'll just get shit done. I was like, all right, bet. So I just go over there every day, man, just coming up with different stuff every time, man. And I remember one time, man, I was kind of off. I think I was off beat. He was like, yo, take a deep breath. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? Right. Look at the paper and say it how you want to say it. Right. So from there, that's when I kind of came up with my style. You know what I mean? Because at that time, I wasn't Kazi. I was undercover, MC undercover. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and he was called Iceman. Sick name, yeah. Okay. Sick name, man. Sick name. You know. So from there, man, it just grew, man. He was going to a junior high school called OV, and I went to Blackstock. Okay. And that's where I met Jack, which is Wild Child, God's Gift, which is Garrett, so many other cats, man. But those three, man, me, Jack, Garrett, God's Gift, or whatever, we were just hanging out, man, and just chilling, making just making beats on the chairs and tables or whatever, and just freestyling and everything. You know, and that was pretty much it, man. And just growing up from high school, meeting Madlib again in high school, we all kind of clicked or whatever, and that's when we just formed our crew, which was ICP at the time, Ice Cold Productions. Okay. And that crew was DJ Rome's, me, VIC, Abstract Wino, and of course Madlib. We just kept doing little mixtapes, you know, for the whole area, whatever. Right. D-Claim kind of came into the fold after that, because D-Claim actually lived down the street from Otis, man. And he would come over there every now and then and stuff before he had went to the Army. So after he got out the Army, man, he was over at Can Kick's house, piece of Can Kick. And I was like, yo, you gotta hook up with Otis, man. He was like, what you mean Otis? You talking about Otis Jackson? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yo, he's got some heat right now. Yeah. So drove him over to Otis's crib, man. Never forget this, man. D-Claim wrote that rap in about 10 minutes. Wow. 10 minutes. And to this day, it's one of my favorite joints, man. One of my favorite joints, dog. He was, yeah, man, very inspired, man. So from there, man, everybody came into fold. Metaphor, Ono, God's Gift, Nico, DJ Rome's, you know what I'm saying, Roxy. I mean, it was just a gang of us, man, just as a unit, as a strong unit. Yeah. And we would go to the clubs, man, and we would just take over, man. Like, nobody had a chance. Nobody had a chance. We would just shut everything down, man, because we were that hungry. We wanted that respect in the 805, and I think we got that respect in the 805 because nobody fucked with us. You know what I mean? Nobody, bruh. And still to this day, I think, to this day, if we form together like Voltron, dog, there ain't no stopping us, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stopping us. Right now, I would say everybody just hit up Fat Beats, ask for a Loop Pack reunion. You know what I mean? Straight up and down, because once you do that, you're gonna get all of us. Right. And like I said, once you get all of us, we're gonna form like Voltron, and we're gonna give y'all a show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna give y'all a show.
What's one, if you could think off the top, like, what's like a little jam, like one cool memory with you and Madlib, like coming up?
Man, I would say Working on Average, man. Okay. Working on Average. That was a dream come true, man. Right. Because again, when I heard the beat, bro, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I'm like, yo, you made this for me? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, right. This is crazy, man. I don't think I can live up to this right now, man. This is crazy. So I already had my raps written, so I did my first one. I didn't have my second one written. Okay. You know what I mean? So I did my second verse there. And after we were done with the song, he was like, yo, it needs some cuts. So I was like, yo, what about the Defari joint? So he grabbed the Defari. How many like you must them see when you? I was like, come on, man. Like, come on, yo. Right. And I had left that day, man, and I came back, I think, the next day, dog, and he was like, yo, check this out. And he laid it, dog, and I was just in awe. I mean, I got goosebumps thinking about it right now, man. Right. I mean, I was in awe, bro. I couldn't believe it, man. But, of course, I doubted myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, this beat is super dope for me to rap on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's super dope. It's kind of intimidating. Yeah, so I would say when it was up until the time it was going to be released, I kept doubting it. I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do my verse over. He was like, nah, man, trust me, it's dope. Once we hooked up with Peanut Butter Wolf, big up to Babu, who actually linked us up, man. Okay. We went to Frisco, me, Jack, Rome's, Madlib. We went up to Frisco, met Wolf, And at that time, we had just finished the Black Market.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had just finished that up. No, I should take that back. I take that back. We finished that up maybe like 4 years prior, 4 years from the time that we went to see Wolf. We finished that up back in what, 96.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
you know, met Wolf back in what, 99, I want to say. And I had this CD. I was like, yo, here you go, man. He was like, what's this? I was like, yo, this is my album I did with Lib. He's like, okay, cool. The next day he called me. He was like, yo, we got to put this out. I was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we'll do it. So it never got done. You know what I mean? We never put it out with Stone's Throw, but we ended up putting the average single out. Once we put that out, man, I mean, it was just a dream come true because I was living my dream at that time. And, you know, I didn't know how that record affected people, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm always to myself, I'm in my shell, I don't really go out that much. When I'm with the crew, you know what I mean? So I kind of tune all that bull crap out. I don't really like attention, none of that stuff. So when cats are telling me, yo, your record is being burnt, man, I'm like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It didn't hit me until I went to this record pool party. I seen all the DJs there, like DJ Magic Mike,
Nice.
Babu, Redmatic, and you know, all kinds of DJs from around the world. And we're sitting at a table, dog, and after the thing was over, everybody just hit me up for autographs. And I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on, man? This is crazy. And they all had the record, yo, and I'm like, damn. And I look over, and there was this girl from Universal Records called, I think her name was Miss Universe. Peace, Miss Universe. She was like, yo, you know, this record's dope. You know, I would love to have you over there. And I remember Wolf came and just kind of cock blocked the whole goddamn thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, if you wanna talk to him, you gotta go through us, this and that, such and such. So at that moment, that's when I realized how important that record was, you know what I'm saying? And how important I was to the culture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And
Checking for you.
yeah, it was a trip, man. It was a real trip. And yeah, so I would think once we put that out, man, I was still on Stone's Throw.
Yeah.
I left Stone's Throw for one reason and one reason only. I just didn't like the way the business was being handled, especially with me. Again, once that record was released, we should have rode the momentum and kept putting more records out. And I'm pretty sure Wolf is pretty much kicking himself in the ass for that, you know what I mean? Because we should have followed it up, but we didn't. And I seen the fuckery, I seen everything going on, I seen all the bull crap, and I was like, peace, I'm out. You know what I mean? I told Lib, I'm out, man. He was like, man, just to rethink it. I said, nah, I can't, you know what I mean? So I took a little hiatus, man, like probably about 6-7 years. I just kind of stayed away from everything. And I kind of wish I didn't because that's when Dilla came in the fold and everything, you know, with the label and all that. And I never got a chance to meet Dilla, you know, but he used a lot of my voice in his scratches or whatever. And yeah, I never got a chance to meet him, and that sucked, man. But you know, meeting his mom here at Trill at the anniversary show, what she told me, bro, it just blew my mind. I was like, yo, I'm Miss Yancey, you know, I'm Kazi, this and that. She goes, I know you are. I was like, okay, word, you know. I was like, I never got a chance to meet your son. I was like, man, I feel bad. She goes, no, but you did. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, it shows through your music. You know what I mean? She goes, you can just hear it, you know. And I'm like, wow, dog. And I teared up, fam. I ain't even gonna lie, I teared up. And she gave me a hug, and you know, we took a picture with my kids and everything. It was a beautiful thing, man. It's a definitely beautiful thing. How I got back into hip hop, Dudley and Georgia were living in Vegas, and I was living in Vegas at the time. And he was like, yo, why don't you come over and make some songs, man? So I was like, man, I ain't rapping no more. He's like, nah, man, you got to do your thing, man, this and that. So Georgia, I never forget this, man. Georgia gave me a 2-hour lecture on how I shouldn't quit and how important I am to the crew and to the culture, whatever. So from that point on, dog, I just started back up, and I ain't never looked back. You know what I mean? So I got to give a big thanks to Dudley and Georgia, man. You know what I mean? Big thanks for that, because they're the ones that got me back in the game. Connection with Brandon, that's his real name. That's my man's right there. So crazy story, man. My daughter's mom, we used to babysit him and his sister Fielding. You know, yeah, he was probably about 9, I would say. You know what I mean? Really? 9. And I would give him all the tapes that we did, you know what I mean? Like the little demos, whatever. Because again, you know, we would constantly just make tapes. Madlib would have beat tapes, all of us rapping over, you know what I mean? So there's a specific tape that we made called Walkman Flavor. To this day, it's still bumpable. I gave it to him, bro, and I think it had the Put Your Title to Waste that was on the Lupac album and on the Black Market album. I gave him that tape, man, and I came back the next day to babysit him, dog. And all I hear in the back, him playing the drums. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, yo, is he playing Put Your Title to Waste? And he was just playing the whole thing, dog. I'm like, what the hell? 9 years old, man. At 9, wow. Bro. At 9. So I'm like, dude, you're gonna be something crazy, man. Like, you're nasty, bro. Right. You know, so you know, just, you know, that was my man's, dude, because this was my little protege, dude. I would pick him up on the weekends. We would just hang out. I would take him over to the studio and shit, meet Lib or whatever. Yeah. Little dude, you know what I'm saying? Right. Just chilling, you know what I mean? Just chilling. Crazy situation. I don't know if you guys seen the article, but I think it's the family that saved Anderson Paak. And it's an article. I'll actually send it to you too as well, man. Okay. It talks about how we saved him, pretty much. We were babysitting him again. His mom usually comes home about 4:30, right? And I was looking at my watch. I'm like, oh, it's like 5:30. Where's Brenda? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I go to the door, man, and I open the door up, bruh, and I see his mom face down, man, you know, with some man on top. I never seen this dude before in my life, you know what I mean? And he's just over her, and she's just full of blood, bro. And he's got like something in his hand. I couldn't make it out. But I commenced to run over there to try to help. He's like, hey, man, don't take another step. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot everybody in the house. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So my instinct was to go back in the house, lock the doors, take Brandon and his sister and my girlfriend at the time. We just went out the back window, right? Jumped over the fence, went to the neighbor's house, banged on their door, told them, hey man, we need to call the police, something's going on. You know what I mean? Come to find out, man, that was his dad, his real dad. And from what I found out later on that day, he was waiting on the side of the house the whole time, dog. He was gonna kill all of us in the house. That was his intention, to kill us all in the house and then wait for her to come home, let her see that, and then kill her. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Yeah, man. So, yeah, it truly fucked me up, dog, for real. So when that happened, man, it just took me by surprise, because I didn't think this man was capable of doing that. Right. You know what I mean? So fast forward maybe about 10 years after that, my daughter came to me about, I would say longer than that. She came to me about 2010, and she came to the house. She goes, Dad, you seen Brandon's new video? I'm like, nah. So she showed me the video, and I think it was called Hearts. I don't know if you've seen that one. Oh, it was super sick. And I'm like, damn, this cat is crazy. So I reached out to him. I was like, hey, man, you need to get that Peanut Butter Wolf, man. Because at the time, I was still fucking with Wolf. Yeah. I was like, yo, you need to get that Wolf, man. This shit is fire, man. Yeah. So I didn't hear from him again till about another 5 years after that, right? And then I'm looking at this article, and I'm seeing this like dude, like with a little ponytail and shit, talking about he signed the Dre's. I'm like, yo, is that my little nephew? Like, what the hell? Like, yo, this is crazy. Right. So I'm like, damn. So come to find out, man, he's on the Compton joint. He got like at least 4 or 5 joints on that. Yeah. And I'm just like, man. So I hit him a text, hey man, congrats, man, congrats, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's like, thanks, and haven't heard from him since, man. Dude just hit the charts. You know what I mean? Just you know, hit it running. But I definitely feel that Oxnard and CDP and Lupac, all of us were a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, I'll never forget that he was like, hey man, thank you for saving my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have this without you. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here without you. Right. Yeah. You know, so it's very special to my heart, man. I love that dude, man. I'm loving what he's doing, man. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful, you know. Transition to Arizona, man. So I was living in Vegas, you know, since 2000, and I had left in 07, man. I just got tired of Vegas, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just got tired of the 24-hour thing and, you know, getting played by different women, man, because, you know, the women out there are super scandalous or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I need to meet my wife. I need to come out here and just chill. So I met my wife, I would say 2008, you know? Yeah. Met my wife 2008, got married, had a family, everything else, you know. Meeting everybody, you know, in Arizona like you, Hex, Penny, you know, Slop and everybody and stuff, and going to shows. So yeah, it was a dope transition, man. I'm glad I made that transition because, I mean, it's kind of like, Arizona to me is kind of like a mini LA. You see what I'm saying? Because you got Trill that kind of resembles Fat Beats to me. You know what I mean? It gives me that Fat Beats vibe. You know what I mean? So it's just, it feels like home. You know what I mean? Definitely feels like home. And the music to me is just outstanding, dog. I mean, you hear Dude, I just heard this joint, Penny the Great and Megaran. Dog. I'm like, yo,
Right.
come on, man. Like, I'm just glad Penny's getting props right now, man, because it seemed like for the longest time people were hating on this cat. I'm like, why y'all hating on this dude? This dude is sick. This dude is nasty. What the hell, man? So I'm glad that he's getting the shine. I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad, man. And especially Rocky, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, list goes on, man. Feels good, man. It feels good. I told me and my boy were talking about this, man. Some of the fan mail that I get is just insane, man, because they'll tell me, hey, man, you really changed my life. And I'm just like, yo, like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? And we were sitting there touching. I said this in one interview, man, you never know who you touch through your music. You never know. You never know. And I don't talk about like end of the world shit. You know, I kind of like braggadocio or whatever, but you know, in certain areas of my song, you might hear something that's conscious. You might hear something, you might get a message out of it or whatever. Yeah. But to get that mail to this day is just amazing. It's so amazing. You know what I mean? I love everybody who hits me up, man. I appreciate that. I'm so approachable. Y'all can hit me up at any time, whatever, you know what I mean? I love it. So I just admire the people that still give me love to this day, man. You know what I mean? And the cats closest to me, man, is my crew, my family. You know, peace out the Wild Child. I talk to my mans every day, you know what I mean? Declaim. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man, to be in hip hop right now, man. Even though you still got all that bull crap that's out, there's still quality hip hop out there. If I could end it on one note, man, I would just say, people stay humble. You know what I mean? Stay humble, be true to yourself, be true to God, you know what I mean? Be true to your art, you know, and buy my music. There it is. Big up to Paak, you know what I'm saying? Madlib, Wild Child, DJ Rome's, my crew, CDP, again, Wild Child, Metaphor, Ono, Declaim, DJ Rome's, God's Gift, Nico, shoot, my man's Miranda, Hex, Penny, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, man, appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Till the next time, y'all.
And there you have it. Man, nothing but love and respect to my man Kazi. You know what I'm saying? Known Kazi for a long time, and you know, him making the transition to Arizona just made Arizona hip hop that much greater. You know what I'm saying? Just such a good human being. It's truly an honor to have him on the show. And man, nothing but love and respect to you, my brother. I salute you in everything that you do. Make sure you guys are following him on social media. And shout out to my brother Jimmy Nelson on that camera. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. Well, this was definitely one for the books. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time, stay tuned, stay blessed, stay healthy. Just give me 5, y'all.
Everything you get,